The magic's only came from the chef.
Oh.
He makes the magic.
So, bawal talaga magic sarap sa
Yes.
Kapampangan cooking.
No, no.
Hey guys, it's Jessica here. I'm now moving on to Pampanga. I'm actually already in Pampanga, I think. And I have to say, Pampanga is one of the most holy provinces for me here in the Philippines, since it's quite near from Metro Manila, and it's also where the famous Koreatown is located. My family used to go there a few times in a year just to have Korean food.
From rich farmlands to thriving cities and long-standing traditions, Pampanga is home to over 2.4 million people. And I'm starting in one of its key cities, Angeles.
And we go to Angeles exit. And let's see how much it is to travel from Bulacan, Santa Maria to Pampanga here. 300? Until here is 303. I traveled pretty long. Yeah, I guess like 50 kilometers, but that is very expensive. I have a very, 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 very special, and I'd say very expensive activity that I booked, but I still have some time until that activity, so I do have to spare some time, and I decided to go to this new climbing gym. Here, please, yes! Yes! The thing about this K-Town here is that they have really good food and stuff, but the overall vibe of this place is not like a Gen Z trendy kind of type. Oh, but this is a very Gen Z trendy type of lift. But yeah, usually it's filled with pubs and like drinking places, KTV. So that's why I don't feel super like safe to be here alone, but okay, that's the gym.
So on the wooden floor area, you can still wear outside shoes.
So it's not a big gym, half the size of a.
You're Jessica, right?
Yeah.
Nice
Are you
to
from
meet
here?
Oh, yeah.
Angeles?
Yes, Angeles.
Where's your favorite carinderia here?
The famous ones? You have car, right?
Yeah.
Ano yan? Puntillas?
Are you Jessica?
Yeah. Puntillas yun, right? The bulalo there is really good.
The bulalo?
Yeah.
What I love about climbing gyms in the Philippines is how friendly everyone is. You just end up making friends. And of course, I went full Pokemon mode, collecting more food recommendations.
There's this one really good carinderia called Bayas. They have like really good sisig.
Beya. Sisig is good.
Yep.
This gym is hard.
Yeah, a lot of people say that.
Yeah. Okay. And now, let's head for the big activity. Here we come, Angeles City Flying Club. It's actually for the pilots here. Hello. Guys, I'm gonna fly today.
You're like one day member for this day.
Ah, like that.
So you're a member.
Ah.
So you can use our facility like the swimming pool,
Oh, like that.
Yes.
So this is private, right?
private.
So this is part of Angeles.
Magalang, Pampanga.
Sorry, this is not even Angeles
No,
pala.
it's like Angeles City Flying Club because before Angeles is well known from the foreigners.
That's
Yeah,
why,
they
for
use
marketing?
Angeles. Yeah.
Even if it's not in Angeles.
For nearly a century, Clark Air Base in Pampanga was the heart of American power in the Pacific. It wasn't just a military facility, it shaped Angeles City's identity, giving it its aviation city image. Today, that legacy lives on in a different way, turning what was once high-stakes military airspace into recreational freedom. I booked their co-pilot experience for 9,700 pesos, something I've always dreamed of trying ever since I became a huge fan of the movie Up.
You guys opened this flight for passengers in 1992 as well?
Yes, but this is just they added on the general aviation, this type of aircraft.
So the one that you used to do is that open
Yeah,
one?
the open one. There you go. Ultralight aircraft.
Ultralight aircraft.
Yeah, so it's open cockpit. You can have
Yeah.
one passenger. So we give you the controls. You do climbs, descents, turns.
Really? What is he doing right now?
Cutting the grass. So we don't have a paved runway.
Why?
It's expensive.
Budget
So,
problems.
budget, yeah. But it's perfectly fine as well. The only problem is when it rains.
It gets muddy.
Wet. Yes, muddy, and then the tires get stuck.
Wow, so cool! Look at that! So that's the flight we're taking. What's the name of this flight?
Cessna 172.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, wait. Just push you forward.
Okay, push forward.
And just like that, I'm up in the sky.
Did the world wake up on the wrong side of bed? Sleepy-eyed with a red-hot pounding head. I'm surprised.
Once we were high enough, the pilot let me try the controls, and what I loved was that it wasn't just a quick moment. Aside from takeoff and landing, I got to be on the controls for most of the flight. It was definitely one of the coolest experiences I've ever had.
Following political trail, I grab a beer and I sit down on
Would you guys also have to count your log?
Yeah, the hours.
Flight? Yeah. So how many have you
1,000. So,
1,000?
Yeah, a bit almost there.
Alright guys, that was really fun. You know, even if it's just a very small plane, it smells like a plane. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, it feels like I just went on a plane ride, really. But it's very stable. I thought it would be very, very, very shaky. Different people own the planes here. There's even a helicopter. And then they just keep it here like that.
Yeah, they just have it hang, they keep it here, and they come to fly. It's a seaplane that lands in water. But there are other planes also in the other hangars.
Inside. Do you know around how many members?
There should be like 100.
Around 100. Are there other flying clubs like this?
I think in Visayas, but for here in in
Luzon?
this
This is the only one?
Yeah.
Only thing?
Yeah. If you own the plane and needed to put it in a hangar, you'd come here.
You come here. Alright guys, that was an amazing experience. Really once in a lifetime kind of experience, guys. And I got pilot for a day. Beautiful sunset welcoming me, and we're going to be heading to Angeles, Koreatown. So it's quite like Korea here. You can see all these Korean signboards.
Here we're passing by the Filipino-American Friendship Highway. After the US pullout in 1991, Korean pioneers filled the economic void with diners and guest houses along the street. And by the 2000s, with direct flights from Korea and a booming Gulf scene, this had become the largest Koreatown in the Philippines. I'm now heading to one of my favorite restaurants here, one that's managed to survive through the years.
사장님 저 먹는 것만 저 혼자 촬영해도 될까요? 예. 감사합니다. They're just like how I remember it. Maybe the vibe is not as sketchy as, you know, the vibe I'm talking about, guys, is like all these old Korean men with their young Filipino girls on the side. It's that. Everywhere it's that. So that's why it was not a family friendly, but then maybe now it is. Because I'm seeing more usual type of feast.
I got the classic sambap set, which comes with this set of fresh veggies, a variety of side dishes, a main dish, and this rice on the side.
So, this is the famous penamu rice. This is the one way of how we prep rice. It's a more traditional way. So, we have the bamboo scent. It's really good. This is like OG. I've never seen any place in Metro Manila that has this. It's
scoop out your bamboo rice. See, rice should be hot like this. Cheyu. They just do it really well here. It tastes like really, if you go to a restaurant in Korea, it will taste like this. OG. OG.
Honey service.
Thank you so much! 그렇게 사장님께 서비스를 받았다. 해물 파전. Guys, are you gonna blame me for having Korean food for my first meal in Pampanga? Are you gonna hate me? No need to worry. This was only the beginning of my food trip here. The next day, I woke up early to continue. So that mountain that we saw yesterday as we were panning, that mountain is Mount Arayat, and we're now going to the town near it. Pampanga is known as the culinary capital of the Philippines. That's why on my Pampanga bucket list I wrote, taste the best food that can only be savored here. But who gets to define what the best food really is? Sometimes it's something that only lives in someone's memory, shaped over years at a single family's table. That's what I came here to find. And that journey starts here, in this house in Arayat. Alright, here we are. Hi, good morning. Nice to meet you.
Likewise.
Morning. This is Marcos Medina, who resides in this ancestral house that has stood here since the mid-19th century. Over time, the place didn't just keep its structure, it kept a way of living. From the way spaces are used, to how food is prepared, to the people who have remained part of it for generations, everything here continues the same patterns it was built around. And today, I'm here to experience that through a meal.
Dito tayo palengke, kukunin natin yung order na luluto natin.
This is Kuya Kim, the main cook of the house. I'm tagging along as he picks up fresh ingredients from the market.
Kuya, gaano nagkatagal po magtrabaho sa bahay?
Ano pa lang, bata pa lang ako, nandun na ako sa bahay.
Really? Bata pa?
I am fifth generation.
Fifth generation.
Mama ng papa ko, lola ng lola ko. Bali, I am the first male po.
Oh, really? So lahat babae po? Yung mga para sa magluto?
Oo.
At this vibrant Arayat public market, I follow Kuya as he moves from stall to stall, working through his list.
Wow, marami chicken.
My sugi told me that you are pretty.
Thank you pa. Ate, gaano nakatagal po yung shop? 1970? Grabe ang tagal. Ano yun?
Hito, catfish.
It's not the biggest market, but it has everything you'd expect. At some point, I even lost track of what Kuya was buying. There was just so much of it. And it left me wondering what kind of meal all of this would turn to.
Meron pa akong assistant. Oo.
Yeah, I'm an assistant, kuya.
Yeah.
Hello po.
In this kitchen, everything starts with a fire. They cook over kalan, a traditional wood-fired stove that requires constant tending to keep the heat just right. It's not just for show, it's what gives the food its depth of flavor. From frying, grilling, and boiling, it may look like the cooking is well underway, but this is still just the beginning. So while the main dishes were still in progress, we had time to sit down for breakfast.
You know, they don't mention Mang Tomas to Kapampangan.
Kuya. Ito, para sa ano to?
For the sarsa o lechon kawali.
So you're gonna like...
Mamaya, gigiling natin.
Giniling.
Manual.
So parang homemade Mang Tomas to?
Homemade.
Mang Tomas.
Literal na homemade.
Literal. Why?
Because here, if you serve Mang Tomas, that means the cook, they don't know how to cook.
Kamukha nagluto ka ng lechon, tapos you put Mang Tomas.
Ay, nako.
Hindi papansinin yan. They are always looking for that special sauce.
So does yung mga Kapampangan, do they make their own?
Yes.
Generally.
Generally? Really?
Ngayon na lang yun na-commercialize.
So you also make at
Yes.
home?
Here, the lechon doesn't taste like anything. Not like in Negros. Negros, it's the lechon is the star. Here, the lechon is just a vehicle for the sarsa. The housewives compete with the sarsa.
So where do you think that title of Pampanga being the culinary capital come from?
I think because Kapampangan cooking technique is complicated.
Really?
There are many steps that you cannot shortcut. That's like I have friends who say like menudo, for instance. They won't eat a menudo unless it's Kapampangan cooking. Because our menudo here is done differently. In Manila, if you cook menudo, you put everything together and make it boil.
Yeah.
Here, no. You sincocha first.
So it's a step. Sincocha is
It's
a
a technique.
It's a technique. So a lot of Kapampangan dishes requires
It's already
sincocha.
cooking the sauce salsa.
Sancocha is a pre-cooking process where the meat is slowly simmered before further preparation. It tenderizes the meat and creates a richer flavor base, an essential step in Kapampangan cooking where flavors are built in layers.
Finish na yung sincocha.
Tapos, ito naman
Yung broth.
sauce.
Para sa?
Sauce ng adobo. Make it dry lang.
So ito yung hirap. Sakit sa mata. Kung kahoy.
The meat is then deep fried over fire, taken out and seasoned, then returned to the same base along with the oil from frying before being simmered down again. And this is how the Philippines' national dish, adobo, is made here at the Medina House. In the rest of the kitchen, more hands were already at work, something that usually happens when they have visitors. Even Kuya Kim's grandmother, Aling Lucia, was still helping as more dishes moved through their own long processes. And there was sarsa lechon, one of the house specialties, which required grilling pork liver, grinding it, soaking it in vinegar, straining it, then thickening it with toasted bread. Beside it, burong kamapangan, a fermented rice dish often paired with fish or vegetables. And around it, other dishes were slowly taking shape over the fire. Nothing here was done in a single step. And the longer I watched, the more it felt like the story wasn't just in the food, but in the house itself.
So, do you have memories of growing up as a child here?
Yes, as I was growing up, I would come with my dad every weekend.
Why did you decide to restore instead of maybe give it away or renovate
Oh
to
no,
totally new?
this is part of the family identity. This is part of my identity. I'm the only Medina left behind carrying the family name. So, and I enjoy it here. I have moved here. That's why I'm having the house restored so that I can live in it.
Since the 1860s, the house has passed through 6 generations of the same family. From early 2000s, Marcus began restoring it over years, not as a single project, but as an ongoing process. And by doing so, it wasn't just the house that remained, but the people within it.
This is the picture I was telling you about. 4 generations of Medinas taken in 1923. That's my grandfather, my grandmother. My grandfather was actually a farmer's son, but he was very bright. So a local philanthropist sent him to the University of Santo Tomas to finish medicine, and then he won a scholarship to University of Paris.
Wow.
So he's the only Asian in his class of 1912.
Oh my God.
No, sorry, 1922. He made money the old-fashioned way. He married an heiress. That's my grandmother.
Wow.
These are my great-great-grandparents. It was his father who was the first person in this house. They had one daughter, Gertrudis Medina, who married Manuel Alejandrino. They had one child, my grandmother. Okay. Now, Manuel Alejandrino is the younger brother next in line to a Filipino general, a revolutionary general, Jose Alejandrino.
Oh, what?
He's here. He's standing beside Jose Rizal.
Seriously?
Yeah.
That's Jose Rizal?
That's just Jose Rizal.
God.
That's my great-grandfather's older brother. They were roommates with Rizal in Madrid.
Marcus spoke about his family with a kind of precision that went beyond simple memory. He traced connections across generations, placing each person within the history of the house, almost like a curator piecing together a living archive. In fact, he doesn't see himself as the owner of this place, but rather its custodian. The house stops reading as a passive object as it carries its continuity through what has been lived, changed, and left behind over generations. Even its imperfections aren't just flaws, they are part of the history. So restoring it isn't simply about improving it, it's about recognizing what has already become part of the house and deciding what should remain.
So what was the standard? Like, what would you keep? What would you choose?
After thinking about it carefully, I decided to keep most of what my grandfather had done to the house in '56 because I didn't want to erase him completely. I wanted a souvenir from my grandfather. My parents never saw this. This was my father's dream, to have the house restored.
So what's your favorite memory growing up here?
Mostly the food. The house likes feeding people. It comes alive when it's feeding people. Number two, I want to make sure that Kim gets my taste right. Cooking, you only get better. It's like playing piano. You just have to practice and practice and practice.
The taste he was looking for didn't belong to him alone, it belonged to the house. And preserving the taste meant preserving something larger than the dish itself, the continuity that holds the house together. So what was about to be served wasn't just a result of effort, but of memory held steady.
Okay. Amazing. Adobo. Wow, the adobo is really good. It's very iba from typical adobo. Yeah. There's no sharp sour flavor, no sharp uncooked soy sauce flavor. It's wow, the liver.
That's why.
Wow. Kuyaman-yaman. Very rich, the liver, the salsa.
That's why we don't mention this month.
And then the...
How's the burro?
The burro's good. Fish and the burro. The burro's really, really good. I thought the burro would be the most exotic. It's the best. So what is your favorite Kapampangan dish, if you have to choose one?
I like arayat burro.
Me too?
Kapampangans are very proud of their burro.
Really?
All of us.
It's not sisig.
Sisig is recent. Burro goes back to our pre-Hispanic ancestors.
So it's much older.
Much, much older. And sisig started in Angeles. Burro is all over.
All over Pampanga. So good. Is this a Kapampangan dish?
Luglug, pancit luglug.
Pancit luglug.
But it's essentially pancit luglug, but in our family we called it pancit lang lang. Luglug is Korean.
Without a doubt, this was one of the best meals I've ever had, not just in Pampanga, but in the whole of the Philippines. And before leaving, I couldn't help but ask Marcus one thing, someone whose standards for food clearly ran deep.
You know, recently Michelin came to the Philippines. One of the restaurants from Pampanga was listed. What do you
I'm
think
not
about
surprised. This whole thing about Michelin stars is, we don't need that kind of validation, do we? It's like neo-colonialism all over again. The standards of French cooking and European cooking in the West is imposed on our food, Asian, Southeast Asian. And because the Westerner says it is good, as a star, it is good. But I look towards Michelin when they're judging French food. Because you're comparing like with like in terms of standardizing certain elements of a good dining experience. It can be very useful. The thing with Kapampangans, and you asked me what was the origin of this cultural capital of the Philippines. I don't know where it came from. Kapampangans think in general that they're the only ones who know how to cook.
Really?
I mean, come on. How can this be cultural capital? We don't have seafood. It's a mixture of being our proximity to Manila, marketing, the Kapampangans repeating the myth that we are the expert cooks of the Philippines.
So for you, what is like an authentic Kapampangan food?
First of all, I don't believe in authenticity. The word authenticity implies that you're looking for a pure, unadulterated aspect of culture. And you're assuming that culture is fixed.
There's no such thing as authentic.
There's no such thing as authentic.
Especially here in the Philippines.
Especially here in the Philippines.
This experience was totally something so crazy, honestly. And then I think what made it even more meaningful for me is also getting to watch the entire process.
Yeah.
It just shows so much appreciation.
A meal shaped by fire and waiting, held together by memory and relationships. That was what this day had been building toward, and that's how my day in Arayat comes to an end.
Thank you so much! Marcos just recommended me his favorite carinderia here. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna go there. Oh my god, traffic. I'm gonna be stuck on this road. I'm not gonna be able to make it on time to the carinderia. So I guess this is what we call the traffic ending.
So today's another another travel day. Today we move on to the next province. But of course, we cannot leave Pampanga without trying one of the OG carinderias here. So first we have this bulalo place, and then we also have this sisig place. It's a carinderia, but apparently the sisig is good. And then for the last option, we have another carinderia recommended by Marcos. The sad part is I don't have much time, so I cannot go to every single one of them. So I have to choose one. Which one should I choose? Sisig. Okay, so they have a parking area. So they're big. Okay, smells good, smells good. Deli's Carinderia is now air conditioned, partly. Since 1970. Oh. Pwede po mag-vlog? Wow. Damn, wait. That looks so good. It's a perfect display. Ano po yung best seller niyo? Yung crab.
Okay na rin ba?
So, here we have our food. I can feel the OG-ness of this place because like they're locals here. Apparently this is the best seller, the omelette. Oh, it is inside. 이거 뭐죠? Oh, crab. That's real crab. Like real fresh crab. 시식입니다. It's like a home-cooked style meal, but the one who cooked it, like he's really a good cook, kind of style.
Well fed and ready for the road, we now set off for the next province.